Right, and we should be live. Let me know if you could hear me. There's a few of you waiting. Let me move this to live chat. I'm hoping I'm in the correct resolution. It looks like we're good. What did I do with my screen here? Oh, the top. Why is the top? Oh, the top of it's cut off because I was trying not to show... well, the last time I was doing a YouTube video, I was trying not to show us a couple things. But this is our first Saturday live stream. We switched it from Sundays. Because most people wanted it done on Saturdays, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the Saturdays turn out better than the Sundays. Jeff, how's it going? You are first. Arden, how's it going? Technology worldwide, and I'll promote that in a bit. But anyway, they say, happy birthday from your favorite community. We're so happy you're with us. I'm glad to be with you guys as well, and we will talk about that shortly. Alex, thank you. Ali, how's it going? Solomon, thank you. Jim, Joseph, Joel, Harrison, Ryan, how's it going? I got to get some coffee into me. I was up too late last night. This time it's McDonald's coffee. I picked it up at like 9 a.m. and then I'm like, you know what? I better just save it for the stream. Thank you, Miles. Appreciate it. Glenn, thank you. We do have a couple things to talk about today. Nothing super crazy, but we got a couple things. I was live. When did I go live? I think I went live on Wednesday. How the heck do I expand this? It was actually Mocha's birthday too on September 6th. There's a lot of, in my family, we have quite a bit of September babies. Nick, thank you. I think I said Brian. Oh, there's two Brians. Brian FC, thank you. Terry, how's it going? You celebrated 51 2 days ago. Well, happy belated birthday to you. That's awesome. There hasn't been a whole lot of new things coming out with Ubiquiti, but there, whenever there is, we'll do more videos. I meant to do another video this week, and I kind of just got sidetracked and didn't do it. But the AI bullet camera will be coming out shortly. JNS, good morning. Medi, how's it going? DG. Arden, thank you. RM. Yeah, there was quite a bit of stock last week, wasn't there? The US has a ton. Canada, we're still really lacking in stock. Oh, well, we have a bunch of consoles. This Dream router has been saying coming soon since like 4 or 5 months ago. Something like that. It's been not in stock for a very long time. Gold, thank you. Nick, I wish they would make some progress with the Protect door lock. I haven't really heard anything about that. I don't even know. I think they showed a little piece of it in one video and that was it. Other than that, it's been like radio silence. Clicked on the stream immediately when I saw it. Awesome. Yeah, so this is our new time. We're going to be sticking with this time, I think. Unless there's not as many viewers as my Sundays and I'm going back to Sunday, but for now it seems all right. Kim, how's it going? Gamers New Republic, how's it going? Michael, BJ is in the house. Awesome. BJ does great work. Insane HD, I might be repeating a couple of these names once in a while. UDR has been available in the store for ages. Yeah, it looks like, well, I mean, there are other stores. They have the China store, the India, Japan, and Mexico. I don't typically check those stores. The stores I usually am on is the US store and the Canadian store. But this has never been available. I don't even own one anymore. I think I bought 3 or 4 of them through the US site, and I gave them all away on stream, so I don't even have any to do a video on. I'll probably end up buying one once they become available in Canada. I don't want to have to use a freight for. Oh, well, I don't even think they're available in the States anymore, are they? Let's take a look. Where the heck? USA. And if you guys want to hit that like button, that'd be great. 45 of you, 4 likes. Let's see. I don't think it's available here. Oops, that's not it. Consoles. No, it's not. They're sold out. I don't know what they're going to be doing with the Dream Machine, like the standard Dream Machine. They're out of stock too, but I do see it come in stock and then people do end up buying quite a bit of them. Daniel, how's it going? Alex says USW Flex was finally in stock at some shops here in the US or EU. So the W Flex is a wicked switch. I love that switch. Queen Bee, thank you. Adishan, tell everybody say good morning. We went out for dinner last night with my family. I wish the UK has the mission critical switch. The mission critical switch is, I mean, it's a good switch, I guess. It's very, I mean, you have to have a use case for it, right? Like the only time I would use that mission critical is probably for UniFi access doors. More than anything. Raymond, how's it going? Zach, thank you. I can't find the money to buy the 24 port PoE++. Yeah, so the Pro, that one is a little more expensive for sure. This time is actually really convenient for me because it's 4 p.m. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I was doing them tomorrow, like Sunday at 11 a.m., but people, you know, they have things that they do on Sundays. We need more products everywhere. Like I'm bidding on jobs and it's kind of, we have to put big lead times on the stock because they don't have any stock. I want to get the UDM SE so I could take on my 2.5 gig speeds. Well, if you have the USG 3, I think. Joe, how's it going? Thank you. I'm not too sure if you could use UniFi Talks as an intercom. I thought they should probably come out with an intercom. That'd be nice. Shammy, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I do like my, I'm terrible at thumbnails, but I really do. Let me bring up the thumbnail. I need to find somebody who makes thumbnails. I need a thumbnail artist. I was happy with this one because I was able to get my cats in there. Whoops. How do I move my face? Like Mocha's face there. This was taken from a picture when I was doing a Ubiquiti just sent me a bunch of gear, or I bought a bunch of gear and it arrived and I put it on the table. Mocha jumped up on the seat and this was her face. And then Nilla just looks, you know, extremely cranky. In this picture, she, I think I had a patch panel box from Vertical Cable, and she was just sitting inside the patch panel box. Yeah, so I thought I'd put them in there. It was pretty funny. I definitely need somebody to make some thumbnails for me, though. Hey, do you think that they're ever going to make the Gen 1 switches if still they say auto notify one available, but I don't think... the Gen 1 switches, I'm not too sure what they're going to do with that line. I think they will continue doing it. Yeah, everything's sold out, but like some of the Gen 1 switches actually provide more power than the Gen 2 switches. So that's why people like to use it. Like this USW, the Switch 8 PoE, it's got 150 watts, whereas this guy, which is somewhat supposed to be the replacement. We're looking on a 4K screen, so it's probably... So this only has 52 watts, right? But the ports, only 4 of the ports are PoE. Do you set the AP channels manually? We usually do it manually, but it really depends. Like the defaults are okay. It all depends on the scenario, though. Like right now in this place, everything's set on auto. Jason, good morning. How are you? Stuart Networking Services, good morning and thank you. Yeah, so if you want to, Gamers of the Republic, if you want to get the 2.5 gig speeds, yeah, you'll need to update or upgrade. You can get the UDM Pro as well. You don't need to get the SE to get those speeds. You just have to use an SFP Plus port, or Plus module. If you have more than one UniFi Talk, surely you can just dial the extension number. Yeah, you could do that, yep. I don't know how they mount on walls, like if they even have mounting options. I think that little one might. Cody or anyone thinking about getting into UniFi have seen on the forums Discord when people have issues with switches overheating and they are tearing them apart. I have never had issues with heat. I mean, sometimes the heat levels show that it's high, but I've never had an issue with the heat. UniFi Talk still has a way to come, but I think it's going to be great for businesses that I look after, which aren't like massive enterprises. I know some people don't like it, and actually Crosstalk did this video about Stir Shaken. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. Actually, let me put a link in the chat for that video. Because it was pretty interesting. UniFi's back end is off of Twilio. So they aren't passing whatever this is here. I'm going to just pause it so we don't hear his voice or get into his video, but this is that Stir Shaken video. He gives you a number where you could call into and it will test the attestation of your phone number, right? So it's all to do with like spam calling and stuff like that. Seems like I would not want something I have to fix. You probably no. I mean, they have two-year warranties on it as well. What's your plan for my birthday? This is my plan. What we're doing right now. I'm just streaming today. We were out like Chantel planned a surprise for me, which I kind of had a feeling that they were doing it. But it started at like 8:30 at night. I'm not usually up that late, so I'm pretty tired. This is my plan. I might read my new Stephen King book a bit. Probably get ready to do the AI bullet video. I should get it mounted to the front of the house. It was mounted a while ago when it was in early access, but now it's come out. And I changed it out for an Amcrest AI just to do some testing with Synology. Andrew, thank you. I have 5 U6 Pros and 6 AC mesh outdoors that a job just changed and they are past return. Uh-oh. If you need them or we'll sell them, I don't need them. No. I don't use the AC meshes really too often. Terry's correct. That 8150 could do 24 volt. Oh, yes, you're right, Alex. It probably is the replacement for the 60. Yes. Let's see. This one right here. Yeah, that's correct. That's probably it. So the 60, what did this have on it? That had 48 watts, but I still think it's lower, is it not? No, I don't know. I'm a little tired. I'm not going to go back and forth on that. But Alonzo, how's it going? Dream Router and Dream Machine are available in the EU store. Yeah, I wonder how much that would cost to ship to Canada. It would probably be more, and the duty fees would be more than the unit itself is worth. S&P Plus is what I figured I have to save a few bucks. So yeah, you could do the UDM Pro from S&P to RJ45. That's what I do right now to get 3 gig. Dan, thank you very much. Because so it could do over 2.5 on an SFP Plus because the SFP Plus is capable of doing up to 10, and their SFP Plus port on the Dream Machine Pro. Where is it? I mean, this port right here is a 10 gig port as well, right? This top 10 gig. So you'd put the 10 gig RJ45 SFP Plus in there, and then you'd connect your ISP to it. Your birthday's today as well. Well, happy birthday, Gary. That's awesome. I actually know quite a few people who share the same birthday as me. Thank you, Steven. Can't stay, but wanted to say happy birthday. Well, I appreciate you coming by. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. The number is a US number. I'm not too sure how, like, I have most SIP providers, it depends. If you're in North America, it's usually free in North America. If you're outside of North America, I mean, there probably is another number that you can call. But I know that the Twilio was getting the C rating, which was the worst. I'll go and save some money, then buy it. Awesome. The only other option of 150 watt 8 port is the Edge version. That Edge switches aren't bad. They're just different to configure, right? Dragon, thank you. Dr. Rob Allen, thank you very much. Saw you over on Crosstalk Live. Yeah, I tried to stay as long as I could. And then I had to get going to the dinner. It was an interesting, he did a live stream. He did a live stream showing off Lone Wolf. What the heck's his name? I actually subscribed to him. Lone Wolf. What the heck was the rest of his name? I'll put his channel in the chat too. So originally the Lone Wolf, he did I think his name's Chris as well. He had a version of the Dream what was it? The Doorbell Pro before like anybody, right? And everybody thinks that it was a Ubiquiti sponsored thing. But his videos are great. Like his production quality. I've watched pretty much all of his videos on a different account. But anyway, I follow him. I think his videos are great. And his woodworking, he does like live edge tables, and they look really cool. What is the cheapest 10 gig UI switch? I got this little freaking fly going around me. So I would have to say that's probably the aggregation switch. The how many ports do you need? Depends on how many ports you need, but the 10 gig, this guy right here, 269. Right, so you really only have 7 ports because you have your one uplink port, and then you have to fill it with SFPs. The UniFi PDU is awesome. Yeah, so the UniFi PDU is pretty cool. Once it becomes updated and we're able to do the virtual router redundancy, that's when it's going to be even cooler. I haven't finished the Lego Simpsons. This is where it's at right now. Oh, there's moving parts. So that's where it's at. So this is the Quickie Mart Simpsons. I'll show it on stream. We'll let me know if my audio is clipping as well, because it looks like it's fairly high. But yeah, this thing's awesome. Christopher Odd was in the chat. Christopher Odd has actually, if you're into video games, you might want to check out his channel. He's got like 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, but no problems with audio. Okay, just I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going crazy. What was I going to say? Oh, he came into one of my TikTok lives and was saying that the Lego set, the Quickie Mart, is almost worth it just for the minifigures that it has. Let me find it on Amazon here quickly. I just got to log out. Crap. What the heck? It's not letting me log out. There we go. I'll just show you what the Quickie Mart is supposed to look like. Simpsons Lego. And then I'm going to have to get the Simpsons set. So this is what I'm currently building. Right there. I've already done the police car, and it just comes like with 20 minifigures. And then I'm going to have to buy this one. The issue with these sets is you could see the price point. Like this is US dollars, $585. It's very expensive because they're discontinued. Like they don't make them anymore. But yeah, it's definitely a fun build for sure. JJ, thank you. Appreciate it. Loving the shorts. Shorts? Am I wearing? Oh, the short videos. I'm like, did I stand up? I'm actually always wearing shorts. But the shorts, not a lot of people. Some people like them. Like we could look at the stats. Let's look at the stats. There's probably a lot of thumbs downs on the short videos, but you know what? There's days that I can't, or there's weeks where I can't get videos out. So I don't know. I like posting the shorts. I think it's cool. Like we have 3 thumbs downs on that. I mean, the view count is very low. 4 on that. It is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. It's kind of funny that YouTube took away the thumbs down button because we could still see it in this dashboard, like this analytical dashboard. So I don't really understand why they even took it away. They have an who has an inbuilt web portal and can connect to UISP. Oh, you're talking about the Edge series, yes. I got a 150 watt Netgear PoE Plus. Just want to make sure I'm not dropping any frames. Had internet issues yesterday. Plus 8-port switch, fit my budget. If it works, it works. I mean, you could combine any vendor together. You could combine, unmanaged switches if you want. You got it on Amazon for $129. Oh, you're talking about the PoE switch. I thought you were talking about the Simpsons Lego. I just have to plug in the base station to the phone jack or router. Okay, gotcha. I think they are coming out with like a speaker type thing, I think. Yeah, the aggregation switch is incredible. Yeah. And while we're at it, let's talk about Tech Knowledge Worldwide. So it's a group of professionals in like low voltage networking, you know. It's kind of where the first person, the founder, one of the founders, so Ray, he's one of the founders, and then All Green Lights. I started, oops, I don't want to look at his story. I started following him back a long time ago. I don't know what all these are, but this is kind of where I got my minimalist design look for. Same with Ray's Instagram and all that. So as you can tell, these look fairly similar to my racks, just still even cleaner, especially with the yellow label tape. But Tech Knowledge Worldwide, it's a community of people which uses Slack, and they have Facebook group and all that. If we have questions, like, we all help each other out. They're doing a community fundraiser for a church, I believe, where they're installing a bunch of gear, bunch of network cabling, all of that for free. And the community actually raised, I believe it was $25,000. So I will post if you want to join the Slack, I'm going to post the Slack email so you could get in touch, and then they could give you an invite in. They'll probably ask a few questions, but whoops, that's not it. Minus the 3. I had a 3 in there for some reason. But anyway, it's a great community. Like, if I have questions about cabling or anything like that, I ask it in there. Label makers, you know, pretty much everything. Let's see. How often do you use the 48-port Pro or PoE switch? Most of the switches that we use are 24, but we did just quote a job for 2 48-port Pro switches, PoE. The problem with those switches, they're longer, so you need to make sure that the rack you buy is long enough for it. Audio is a little hot. Okay, let me turn it down a bit. There we go. I don't see it in red. Who loves the Quickie Mart? I do. I love that Quickie Mart. It's going to be so cool. Would the Switch Flex XG be cheaper than the aggregation switch? I don't, maybe. Flex Switch XG. I think that one only has 1 gig uplink though. So this one here only has 1 gig uplink, which is really odd to me. I think that the purpose of this switch was kind of, you know, you have your computer and then you have a 10 gig NAS sitting on the same switch. I don't really know. Yeah, I believe this is 1 gig uplink. Yeah, gigabit PoE plus RJ45 input. So it's a little weird that they did that. I actually have this switch. They sent me that as well. I'm currently building my own rack, but want to introduce lighting. What do you recommend that doesn't involve modding? I have no idea. Maybe somebody here could mention that. I'm always wearing Jordan. I'm constantly, like the winter, I probably will as well. I just find it more comfortable. Yes, we do need more likes on this video. What do we have? 56, 60 people here, 22 likes. Yeah, so I had internet issues. It was my fault. So the modem, the 3 gig modem or whatever, the Bell modem, I didn't have the uplink to my UDM, the RJ45, like the Ethernet cable plugged in all the way. So I don't even know what you call it, didn't click in. So I just pushed it in, it clicked, and we were good. So I was dropping like major packet yesterday. The shorts are good. I'm not using UniFi gear. Yeah, I know you're using like a Rajui or something like that. I think I follow you, Alonzo, on Instagram. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate all your support and your donation to the cause. Yeah, I wish I could come. We're going to the Bahamas where am we going? November. So that's it's pretty expensive. So I got to kind of limit what I'm doing this year. But the next one for sure. I'm very introverted, but I would like to get out and start meeting some people. I think it would be fun. I don't know. Make video on TP-Link Omada where you left off. Videos on Omada controller connecting different sites across the internet. I don't know. The TP-Link stuff, I might do a video on the Wi-Fi 6 access point in wall that they sent me. It's just, they don't update the firmware super often. They don't come out with new products. It's just not overly exciting. I guess for config-wise, yeah, I probably should do a bit more. Barry, yes, you could definitely ask a question. That's what this channel is for, or these live streams are for. The 1 gig uplink is for powering. It is not the actual uplink. Let me see. Can we not power this with the... Oh, you could power it with the USB-C, though. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that. So you could uplink at 10 gig. Yes. Why didn't... I don't think I put that in my video either. I'm gonna have to maybe do a new video on it. I forgot. I didn't... Okay, but if you do use that, then you only have 3 10 gig ports. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's actually really interesting. I don't know why my mind didn't wrap around that. Speaking about TP-Link Omada, I wonder if the rumors are behind it are correct. Are UI products and controller actually made by TP-Link factories? I doubt it. I think TP-Link's just kind of copy-paste. Ubiquiti has a whole huge portion of the market, right? They are the best software-defined network. In my opinion, I mean, you might not agree, but they do it so well that you have, you know, TP-Link copying their dashboard. You have... who else have I done? Cisco Meraki Go is terrible. Who else has an SDN? I'm trying to think. There was a company called Hive. I forget. Let me just see who it was. Hive SDN. I don't know who that was anymore. I forget who. Yeah. So it was called Hive anyway. I couldn't even get the switch working. The switch like broke when I joined it to the controller. Yeah, if you're looking for lighting in the rack, I'd probably just use like these LED strips type thing. This is, those are Philip Hughes. You can power it off the 1 gig uplink, but you could use, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how jobs would work in the US. I have been asked so many times to come to like Texas, California. I think I would have to get a work visa or something like that. So strange you're talking about 3 gig internet in there, then there in Germany. Be lucky if we get 100 megabit per second DSL. Oh, that sucks. Very happy when your city is getting upgraded to fiber. Yeah, so we're in a newer residential area. Any place new now, they're going to be building fiber in. I just installed a G4 doorbell and let's just see. I just installed a G4 doorbell and just on that spot I pour Wi-Fi. On the other side of the door, it's good. That's weird. Sad that it can't be hardwired like the Pro. Yeah, I think Willie Howe did a video, like a hacky way where you could do it over PoE. I don't know if that voids the warranty at all though. James, no worries. It's my birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday. My little Mocha's birthday. This one. Hers was on September 6th. She just turned 2. And this grumpy little cat turns 2 in November. I recently got a UDM SE, APs, and 8-port switch. Awesome. Yeah, the UDM SE is great. I have 2 in my rack now. The one's not powered on, though. I am very excited for 2023 with Ubiquiti. I know we still have a few months left in 2022. But I'm really hoping that they start pushing out, you know, gear that's in early access that I have quite a bit of, and I want to get some videos done. Bruce, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying your day. Are you going on a ride today, bike ride? Deciding if I buy the UDM Pro versus SE. For your information, I don't need the PoE. Is the UDM Pro? Yeah, I'd get the UDM Pro then. The other difference between it, they have a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet interface, But you could achieve, if you need higher than gig speed, you could buy an SE Plus. The other difference, you have 128 gigabyte. I'll say gigabyte because somebody corrected me. They always do. You have 128 gigabyte SSD inside, which really, I mean, it's not that much. It will save some protect footage, but that's about it. The UniFi dashboard is not owned by them. Who is it not owned by? UniFi? I know you could go, there's like some website for dashboard templates that has a lot of templates that are somewhat similar to the Ubiquiti dashboard. Ubiquiti is more like Apple, made for everyone, like you don't need a trade account. Yes, exactly. And that's what I like about them. I hate when I have to go, I'm trying to think if Aruba does it. We'll just say Aruba. I'm not trying to pick on them, but I hate when you go to a website and you can't see prices. It drives me nuts. Or if you need like a business account or something to purchase them, it's like, why can't an everyday person just buy this stuff? Oh, and speaking of that, Apple, who did it? Somebody tweeted. The interface, maybe? The interface. Do I follow him on here? I think I do. Oh, I don't. You should follow the interface. He does great. Actually, I did an interview with him on. He's got a YouTube channel as well. But I believe he put, and he comes into the channel, Alex Lowe. So Ubiquiti Amplify Alien now on sale via the Apple retail store, and I believe this goes into HomeKit as well. Let's see here. I'll post whenever that loads up. I'll post that link to the article. So this is Alex Lowe's website. There we go. But yeah, that's interesting. I believe it goes into HomeKit. Not that I have an Alien anymore. I used to. I sold it because, I mean, I wasn't doing any more videos with it. Okay, let's do some math. Aggregation with 3 SFPs. Okay, so let's do some math. Math isn't my strong suit, but let's do it. Are you talking about RJ45 SFPs or are you talking about fiber? We'll go RJ45 SFP plus. Which ones was I using? I think these ones are I think this one's the one I have. So $58. This is a 30 meter though, so that's one thing that you need to be cautious about when you're buying RJ45 because they have meters on them. If you're going over 30 meters, you need to buy another SFP, which is going to cost more money, but it's $60. Where'd that go? $60. Let's do some math. 60. Whoops, crap. 60 times 3, 180. Oh, you'd be, yeah. So if you're doing the flex, you'd be doing RJ45 anyway. Or 10-4 optics. Yes, 10-4 optics. Oh my lord, why have I even... Are they Canadian? I didn't even know they were Canadian. 10-4 optics. I need to start promoting them. Yeah, they actually sent me some green thumbs, and those I really like. Where the heck are they? Here we go. RJ45 modules. And you get this cool thumb. I don't know the pricing on that though. So let's just say it's $60, right? For 10-4 optics. Here, I'll plug them as well. There we go. 180, yeah, I mean, $180 for SFPs, but then you're looking at what? The Switch doesn't even cost that much. $269. So we're looking at $270 plus $180. I don't have a calculator and I need it. Calculator. $290 or crap. $260 plus $190. $180. You're looking at $500. So you're correct. If you don't need that many ports, then yeah, just go with the Switch Flex. Probably be the best bet. All right, math is done for the day because I can't think like that. I do a lot of tiny installations in Germany for local homes because the Wi-Fi access points are sick from Ubiquiti. That's awesome. Homes we don't do a lot. I just was pre-wiring a house yesterday with my brother downtown Toronto. Yes, Meraki is good. The Go version of it, which I think they came out with an update. And I still do have their router, a switch, and I think an access point. So maybe I'll take another look at it. Germany is a bit behind, I guess. Here in the Netherlands, they not even lay fiber in small in towns. It is very expensive for them to lay the fiber, so they need to make sure that they're going to get that back from their customers. My G4 Doorbell Pro is powered through the 24 passive instead of me waste. Oh, wow. Z-Guy, good morning. I can't wait for that either. I don't know if I could talk about that. I guess I could just say I can't wait for UniFi OS 3.0. If you haven't looked in early access releases for firmware, go take a look because it is a lot of people are going to be excited about things that are coming up. Where am I now? Okay, so you guys are talking to each other. Suppose I was paid in cash. Well, I don't do those type of jobs. We'll just say that, especially live on stream. I was able to snag a UNVR. Oh, awesome. I didn't even see them I didn't even get notified for that. I do want to get another NVR Pro because I have one already and I want to be able to do the stacking and do a video on the stacking. Yeah, so Bruce, just go with the UDM Pro. Actually, are they so I have one. I could sell you at that price. I think they're sold out right now. I hope that UniFi with their cloud controller can adopt devices with serial number. It can't. I don't think it can yet anyway. Yeah, I totally forgot about 10.4 optics. I'm terrible. I need to get like a list of vendors who I, always push out instead of going to Amazon. Even though I do get Amazon affiliate links, so that I do get a bit of money back there. But yeah. Dang, Amplify router is 380. It is. It's a Wi-Fi 6. I don't know. That would be a good comparison. Do the UDR to the Amplify just on the network side, like Wi-Fi speed test. Because Amplify doesn't have controllers in it. It has the teleport VPN, but it doesn't have like network protect and all that stuff. I had no idea that they were in Alberta. Do they price in US dollars though? Yes, Ubiquiti was an Apple engineer. I do know that. No more math for the day. Nope. Meraki Go is absolutely appalling. I think they do have like maybe a dashboard where we could do it from our computer now instead of their mobile interface. But when I did a video on it, it was terrible. And I had to make a, UniFi Killer? Oh my God. Stupid title. I need somebody to do thumbnails. I got to reach out to some people. 31,000 views on it. Made a bit of money too. 158 subscribers. So somebody's using you or Meraki Go apparently if they're watching the video. Let's see. Oh, they do lay fiber here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you're getting fiber, then you should be getting higher speeds eventually. I mean, they still need to update their infrastructure at their central offices and stuff like that. Processing capability. Let's look. Let's see what their switching rate is. 160 gigabit switching rate for that. And then this is probably, well, it's going to be less. It's going to be less because it has less ports. Product summary. 82. What's the CPU in it? Hardware, flow roll, management network, services, operating temperature. Maybe they don't show that stuff. Huh. I know they do on some things. The UDMs, they specify what CPUs they use. The UDM Pro and the UDM SE, they share the exact same one. DJ, thank you. Appreciate it. I cannot wait for UniFi OS 3.0. My UDM Pro might become a router again instead of a Protect NVR. Yeah, I can't talk about it, but look at, if you're interested, go look at the firmware patch up notes. It is amazing. And the video, I already can't wait to do the video on it. I don't really have a USB dongle for 2.5 or 10. No. Yeah, I'll shoot you an email or a text, Bruce. Probably not today, most likely tomorrow. And then if you want the Pro, it's brand new. I did open the box though. I think I did. I always open the box. I don't know why I do that. Oh, they price them both. Okay, cool. I mean, if it comes with the thumb every time, I don't know if it does or not. That's worth it for me. Would I tour a setup for 2022? I could. I did a tour setup. 2021 maybe. Network tour. I don't have a. You could see most of it in. Did I not do a home network of 2021? Home network. Oh yeah, I did right here. Home network tour and office tour. Yeah, things have changed since this thumbnail for sure. Yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I just have a lot of stuff. I did a live stream with my phone and I kind of walked around and showed some people some stuff. Even on my TikToks, you could see it. TikToks or Instagram Reels or wherever else I post stuff. You could see my network rack. There, I do have more stuff within the house. Like I have under here, I have the 16 light PoE, which I'll probably maybe start using this switch. I probably will start implementing this switch into my network because I don't need 16 ports at all. I only use 2 of them beside me. Meraki Go is very expensive and low spec. Yeah, I've never priced it out. I reached out to Cisco. Cisco never gets back to me, obviously. I would like to try some of their other stuff. I know Lawrence Systems is doing a video on their new Cisco small business line, which is supposed to have like a software-defined network interface. I think that would be interesting to look at. But yeah, VJ, I'll probably do another tour video. And we'll kind of talk about things. Talk about what's in my shelves back there, which is just a bunch of cables. Vidal, or Vidal, sorry if I messed your name up, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Need 4 Pro aggregation switches, but been out of stock here in Sweden. I don't know where else you could buy them, because it looks like Ubiquiti is trying to get out of the third market. Resellers. That's what it looks like anyway. Power Beam cannot be... I've never used a Power Beam, but if that's something to do with their wireless, you can't. It has to be adopted into UISP. Yeah, so it's part of their wireless line. Totally different controller. He always sends thummies. Awesome. I have... you probably can't see it. Over there, on that shelf right up here, I have one of his logos. That's where I put my stickers. I probably should put a light on it to advertise it a little bit more. I need to get stickers made. I need somebody to do me up some cool t-shirt designs. I need to up my merch game. I had a merch store, you know, a little bit, and I don't know. It was just crap that it was mocha on my cup. Not that people don't like my cats, but which picture was it? And I bought one of the, I bought one of the cups. Everything that I was trying to promote, I have one of. But it was just me doing the designs. I'm not a arts person. I should have put that on one. Everybody was so scared that she was going to get electrocuted. These things weren't even plugged in. They're cut off. It was just for a video that I did. But there was a picture of her laying on the ground. I don't know if I have it on Instagram. Oh, right here. So I put that on a coffee cup. She's actually a lot smaller there, and now her back fur is a lot more brown than it is white. But that's what I had on a coffee cup, and I said, get wired. And I ended up putting it on Teespring or whatever the site I was using. I don't think anybody bought it besides me. My dad might have bought one. I think he may have bought one. John, thank you very much. Did you put a 10 gig NIC in your, no, I didn't put a 10 gig card in yet. I may. I have a it came with a 2.5 and a 1. Discord in-stock server chat mentioned EA brush panel isn't wide enough to pass power cords. So I had an issue when I was doing the video for here. For the PDU, I didn't show it off in video though. Because you know, you gotta edit that stuff out. Where the heck is where is the top of this? I got way too many posts. Anyway, I guess I could just show this photo and kind of talk about it. So this end wouldn't fit through the brush panel that I have, which is just some brush panel that I got off Amazon. But the other end would fit through it. So I don't know, maybe the Ubiquiti one's different. I haven't used it. Still in EA, I don't think they've even really mentioned it yet, but I will be, anything that's a part of that set, I'm going to be getting one of at least, and then I'm going to do a video on it. Oh, are they public? Okay. I'll have to take a look. You can get the aggregation switch from the Netherlands if you pay for the shipping. Yes, probably. And that's what's killing a lot of people is the shipping. I have one of those Wi-Fi man wizards coming in, and it's gonna, which I need to figure out the shipping for, but it's gonna cost me quite a bit. Atlas, thank you very much. Which is better, UniFi Edge router or UDM Pro as a gateway? I would say UDM Pro, but there is a lot that you could do with the Edge line that you can't currently do with the UniFi OS. Where is anybody finding the UniFi Dream routers since they're constantly sold out on UI? eBay prices are almost twice. You just need to, actually, it depends where you live in the world. Like if you look at their US site, the Dream routers are sold out no matter what right now, but they have pretty much every other console, I believe. Right, they have the Dream Machine SE. They have the Pro and they have the Cloud Key Gen 2. They just don't have these little base models, which these are awesome. Like I shouldn't have given all mine away. I should have bought a couple more of them. I'll end up buying more whenever they come in stock. They're really good. Yep, many things are hard to get. So basically, you don't have any device other than your UI stuff that can connect to 3G. Oh, I do. Well, this is 2.5. I mean, that's good enough. I have a NAS with the 10 gig card. I do have a 10 gig card. I just haven't installed it. Really, the 10 gig, it's just to transfer my files back and forth to my Synology, like my videos. And honestly, I could probably wait the time it's going to take for the 1 gig. I don't really care. Gotta run, no problem. Send me your Addy. We'll mail you some. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will. Absolutely. I'll send you an email today. I do love getting swag. And yeah, whatever. I'll wear it. I will promote it. I mean, if I believe in it. And Technology Worldwide, I definitely believe in. It's a great group. Let's see. So I noticed in the Mission Critical video and the official, they show the APs and switches running off the Mission Critical. Can you run APs off? Yeah, you could run APs off the switch. I mean, it's not going to do routing for you, but it's going to power them up. Let me back out of that a bit. So the smart, this is their new section for all this stuff, is the smart power. Let's just see. It's not going to zoom in anymore. But it has PoE switch, let's see, 4 PoE plus and then 4 PoE plus plus, which would be used for like UniFi access hubs or their PTZ camera. And it has a battery backup built inside of it. So that's what's really cool. On the back of it, it has, you know, your standard plug in, and then it has these two plugs where you could plug in, you know, a UDM Pro or SE and one of your switches. And if your power goes out, this will act as their UPS. Eventually, we're going to be able to add batteries to it, the USB batteries, which they haven't even announced, which would be nice to give us extra, you know, battery bank. Let's see. I asked because my enterprise switch would have been more throughput than the Mission Critical. Yeah, you could run, I mean, the enterprise switch is great though. That's my favorite switch right now. What drives do you use in your MBR? So I am using Western Digital Purples. I forget what they come with. Like if you order them through the Ubiquiti site, I think they're Toshiba. UI hats, I think I have one of every of their hats. I wore the crap out of them though. How do you even find the... Oh, right here, apparel. So I have... Actually, I have this shirt. I have that shirt. I have... Yeah, I have all their hats. Actually, the only thing I don't have here is this shirt right here. My favorite shirt, which I'm going to see if they want to send me a few more, is this blue one. Just how it fits. It fits... It did fit so perfectly till I dried it about 100 times, but these shirts are good too. I just really prefer this blue one, and this is definitely my favorite hat. These two just match really well together. Yeah, I just didn't know if there was any other reliable resellers in the US. There's a couple. I forget what they're called. I forget what they're called. There's a couple resellers, but I think... Who's that one who just took them down? R&B? No, not R&B. BK? What the heck is their name? Somebody might know what it is. Not B&H? B&H maybe? Yes, B&H. That's who it is. So if you look here on B&H and say, let's go UDM SE or something like that. Okay, so they have that one in stock. UDR. Oh, that's weird. So somebody was posting on Twitter the other day. They were posting on Twitter the other day of B&H where it was showing discontinued. Maybe it's the UNVR. No, now they're showing back ordered. Maybe it was just an error on their website. But it was showing that it was discontinued, and a lot of people were like, how's all this gear getting discontinued? It just came out. And, you know, people were freaking out about that. But it looks like whatever thing they had on their website they fixed. The gray shirt, I want to get the gray shirt. Maybe I'll see if they could send me a couple blue shirts, a gray shirt, and that's about it. Oh, it was the G4 Bullet, was it? Okay, hold on, let me take a look. B&H. G4 Bullet. Oh, they got some. It's in stock now. It's a 3-pack. Huh. Oh, that's the Pro. That's the Pro. Why is the Bullet not showing up? Maybe they took it down. I've never ordered from this site before, I don't think. A lot of hike vision cameras, damn. Yeah, but that was kind of interesting. So it kind of got a lot of people into shock, but yeah. The hookup, how's it going? I think it was just a B&H auto status change. Yeah, it took them... Well, it's still taking a long time to get in stock. I don't even think they have it anymore. I'm probably back, like... See, in the States, they have it. If you want some G4 bullets, go get them. I don't know how long they'll be in stock for. But they've been out of stock in Canada. I need like 200 or 300 of them right now. I'm getting 2 gig fiber internet on Tuesday, but have nothing that I could do more than 1 gig other than my PfSense router. You probably don't even need it. I mean, I didn't need the 3 gig. The only reason I did, so I still have actually 3 ISP connections. I have Bell Business Internet, which is 1 gig by 1 gig. I have the residential, which is 3 gig by 3 gig. And then I have Rogers Business, which is 1 gig by 30, 40 maybe. The business internet was costing me about $250 a month. Or 1 gig symmetrical, and the 3 gig is only costing me $100 a month. So why not do that? I don't need the business line. I mean, I'm in a house, so that's the only reason I upgraded. Has anyone noticed that UI notified drop quantity levels? So I think it was an update on the Ubiquiti side. So Chris or whoever develops that app will just have to update it. Oh, they sent in an apology email. Okay, gotcha. I didn't see that. I hope that UI Notify starts bringing in the levels or how much is coming into stock, because, I mean, that's the whole purpose of it, for me anyway. Maximum length on Cat 6 we can use between 100 meters, 300 feet, or 300 and whatever, 20 feet, whatever it works out to be. I need to get a door lock and a dozen cameras. Neighborhood is getting a little sketchy. So the unified door lock, that hasn't even really been announced yet, but the cameras you could probably get if you're in the US. Oops, why am I down in the corner here? Let's see. OpenReach are start doing 1.2 and 1.8 gigabit options to ISPs to provide, and I guarantee hardly anyone will. Yeah, I mean, I will never saturate my ISP connection. If I do, I'll upgrade to 8 gig because I think that's coming to my area, which would be completely. The only thing that would be good for is to show like a YouTube short that I'm getting these speeds, and then that would be it. But I'm not paying that extra couple $100 a month. What was the most quantity unified devices you installed? So we did a deployment of like 60 U6 LRs. I think I have a picture. And this picture made a lot of people mad. Oh my God. This was when the stock issues were first starting, I guess you could say. But I mean, everybody thinks that like I could just call up Ubiquiti and they're going to send me. I have to order the exact same as everybody else. But I did this picture. I should have known that it was going to make people mad. This was what, over a year ago, year and a half ago. This was all U6 LRs and people were figuring out how the heck I got them. At the time, Ubiquiti in Canada anyway, they had their limit of the gear that you could buy at 25. Somehow I ordered 50. You could think about however I did that in whatever way you want. Anyway, so I got about 50 at this point, and then we ordered another, I think we ordered another 15 for the customer, and we've only installed an extra 10. The building is just massive. Now I probably would go with the U6 Pros. At that time, the U6 Pros weren't out. But yeah, it was a fun install, and it's still working great. Anyone have ETA? No, we don't on the door lock. I hope that comes out soon. I really want to scan my thumb and get in my house if it's secure, because I don't want anybody just scanning their thumb and getting into my house. The G4 Doorbell Pro will come in stock. I think it might have came in stock yesterday, or that could have been the PoE adapter. Yeah, so Ubiquiti, in full disclosure, they sent me my Doorbell Pro. I did have one in the cart and I had it bought. But when you use a freight forwarder, it uses one address. So it's a US address, then it ships to me. Somebody else bought a Pro to that same address. They were using the same company, Shipsy. So my order got canceled. Oh, I was so mad. Because I was going to give a G4 Doorbell Pro away. We are building a new house with a dedicated electrical room with the Cat 6 cables coming in from the roof. How long should the cables be? Floor standing rack. I would just make them down to the floor and then over to the wall. I mean, you leave extra. I would leave 10 feet extra, and then once you're doing your patch panel, you could put it to length, or you could leave a service loop. Oh, did you? I don't know if I got an apology letter from Chris. I don't know. Maybe he didn't send it out for everybody. I don't really care because I use Discord and that stuff too. But it is nice to see quantities. I think UI Notify is a great app. I know a lot of people were. He released that video on it initially, and a lot of people were giving him a heck for it. But I don't know why. Just I don't know. I think it's a great app. I'll continue to support it and use it. 1,000 down, 1,000 up. Fiber business here in Germany is between 300 and 500 pounds. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. But if they give you some sort of like service level agreement, that might not be too bad. I almost feel like I might have ordered something from B&H before. It could have been the Cisco Meraki Go router. It might have been. High availability or virtual router redundancy for Ubiquiti is coming soon. That's the whole, which I don't really understand why they're doing it hardware. But that's the whole point of the PDU Pro, because that's what's going to be built into it. If we look under Smart Power. Let's see, where do they say it? Right here. 3 gigabit RJ45 ports reserved for virtual router redundancy. So we're probably going to end up seeing a power distribution enterprise that has ports that are higher than 3 gigabit. Hopefully they add like some 10 gig ports. That would be nice. So I broke the caster somehow on the toolless mini rack. So I'm not using it currently. But I should probably just take the casters off, and I could put it back there, kind of in the backdrop. Right now, the only thing back there is really nothing. It's just my Harry Potter Lego train set, Philips Hue light, and then a couple access points that are just sitting there. But I really did like the toolless mini rack. I think it is great for like staging or maybe a small deployment if you need it for your house. I really wish they made it wall mountable though. Bell does offer static IPs for I don't think for residential. I think you have to be business. No, I've never been there. I've never been to any B&H store. BJ, no problem. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, smart locks are a little dodgy, but I will end up doing a review on it for sure. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I'm not going to I'm not going to bring it up on the live stream, but I'll take a look at it. I may have missed it, the email. I probably did. It's just easy. It's ease of access, right? I think what we could do with the Doorbell Pro, I don't know if it says here. Take a look. I think it's an NFC reader as well. I don't think it says. No. Hopefully they're not going to end up taking that out. That would really suck if they just didn't release the lock. Because this little part here, from what it looked like on their video, that's where we're going to scan our finger. Another feature that it's missing, if you notice in the video that they originally released, they had this where you could do like custom emojis and stuff. You could have like a little dog barking. And that's not implemented in the G4 doorbell yet either. In the Pro. Hopefully they get on that because I want to see that. Ever had a customer which had 10 gig internet? If no, I haven't. No. Most customers mine are like, we're small business, small to mid-size. I didn't get an LTD screwdriver. I could care less. I mean, the sounds it makes when it clicks, I like that, but that's about it. Any tips for using existing Cisco PoE switch with the UDM SE, waiting for the switches to come back? You just want to make sure that it's a trunk port. You'll have to switch, or you're going to have to set the trunking or whatever VLANs you want spanning on the Cisco stuff to go over. What's square? That is an Aruba, I think. Hold on a sec. What is this? What is this? This is a AP15RW. I don't know. I think I probably did a review on it when I was doing the Instant On video. Had to send the toolless mini rack back. Wheels inserted, gave away after a week. Okay, so maybe, yeah, maybe they are. I kind of feel like I kind of threw mine down in my storage, and that's how I broke it. I can add a PfSense channel. Do I not have one on my? Whoops. Oh crap! I didn't want to show that. It doesn't matter. The DMs were up, but yeah, I could add a PfSense channel. I probably should start getting more PfSense videos out. We need to do high availability with PfSense. I should probably have like a couple different vendors and that I have on the channel. For sure, Ubiquiti, obviously. Synology should be another one too. And PfSense. And, you know, cabling and stuff. Because that's, I'm going to end up doing a full video on the iPunch tool. Because I really like it. The iPunch tool as well as their patch panels. Because the patch panel is great. Just one sec. I'm just getting an email. Sorry. And then I'm getting, I think True Cable. I think they're sending me some stuff. I've been back and forth with them for some upper emails. Just trying to find it. The crimping tool. All right. So this, I believe they're sending me, which is their style of the, you know, Keystone crimp tool. And then they're going to send me a couple of their modules or their RJ4 or, you know, Keystone jacks. And then we'll see. We'll compare. I'll probably end up doing a video on it as well. Price point, they're pretty comparable. They're both about $50 US. If I missed it, I apologize, but you initially installed your PDU on the back of the rails. Why did you move it on the front? Why did I move it on the front? I forget. I just want, because I wanted to rearrange my rack, so I just put it on the front. I think that's the only reason I really did it. And it made for a good video. So in that video, I was actually live streaming while I did the video, which was interesting. I'd never done that before. Oops, I need to get rid of that. So if you see here, there's actually no thumbnail. Live stream 124 while filming a video, which was kind of weird, but here, I'll put that in. If anybody wants to watch it, it doesn't really matter. This video or live stream was done on my phone. So I had my phone downstairs and I had this DSLR camera. We were doing the video of me rearranging my rack, you know, putting in the patch panels how I wanted. And the other reason I did it is because I needed a secondary UDM SE for when virtual router redundancy becomes available. The back, it doesn't actually look too bad on the back. It's probably actually nicer on the back, but this is how it ended up going. And I don't mind the way it looks. Where did it go? What did I not do? I didn't take a picture of it. Crap. Must be on TikTok. Come on. Where did it go? I think I showed it somewhere here. This maybe? So you'll see the PDU at the end of it. Yeah, through this brush panel, right? How the power cables go. I don't think it looks too bad, but I don't mind it at the back either. In the rack I use, you could actually fit like a full server. It is the 25U StarTech, and it's a it sits on the floor. It's this one right here. 277 for the 25U, which actually isn't too bad. And it's adjustable lengths. Like you could do it whichever way. It's on casters, which is really nice. I do seem to remember a review on the AP15. So the AP15 would have been when I was doing an Aruba Instant On video. It was probably like a full build with their APs. My ISP is about to launch 2.55 gig and 10 gig to the home. I need a full network revamp. My UDM Pro and Enterprise switch isn't enough. Well, the UDM Pro could still do 10 gig. Black Jedi, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think UI will get there. I don't think they're doing it on purpose, right? Like to have their stock levels out, because that's probably hurting their actual stock. I'm not a financial advisor. Let's just put that out there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're really trying to stock stuff. I think you actually, Jason, I think you said something about True Cable. Where was it? I use this True Cable stuff and love it. Very good company. Awesome. Yeah, so they were saying that they're going to send me that crimper. They're going to send me some Keystone jacks and like a 5-foot piece of their cable, I guess, to see how it is. So Justin, oh wait, hold on. Before that, I missed a couple. Can I use my existing mechanical chime with the G4 Doorbell Pro? It lists compatible chimes on the page in product. I'm not sure if they're a requirement. You probably can. You'll just have to test it out. Carp works great between PfSense, maybe a physical and VM. So I wouldn't do it on a VM, but I have a couple NetGate boxes that I could do it on. I might buy another NetGate 6100 possibly. Hey Cody, I know you're a UniFi fanboy. What's your thought on the Cisco small business line? So I mentioned this a little bit early, not the Cisco Meraki Go stuff. I would like to try their Cisco small business line, but I'm probably not going to pay for it. I use some toolless Keystone jacks from brands I know they will give a trustable connection every time. Like Legrand's good. Yeah, I have never heard of the other one, Pia. But I guess those are only available in the EU. Maybe. I've heard of Legrand though. There are some, what the heck is it called? Belden. Oh God, what's it? Rev Connect? So I worked with this when I was working in data center engineering. These things are expensive. But you could either make these RJ, so this is their RJ45 end, right? So it would be like a patch cable. Or you could make it into like a Keystone. So it was really cool. They had this It was actually really complicated to get it terminated though, with one of these, but yeah, maybe I'll see if Belden will send me a kit of this, and then I could show that off on. It'd be interesting to do a bunch of different vendors and see which one I like the best, and then compare the price to it. Like Belden, you're probably not going to be using that in your house. Belden's very expensive cable. I think for a box of Cat 6, it's like $600. Let's see. The Van Man Can. Thank you very much. That's a great name. I love that. I also have been using Keystones from D-Lock, which have a crimping tool. I wish the crimping tools would be universal so that I could use, it with true cable, but I know why they do it. So you buy their jacks. I'm very happy with vertical cable. Very happy. We'll see if true cable could switch my mind. Brian, thank you. Justin, thank you. I am becoming an old man. I probably have another 30 years on YouTube before I probably quit. I retire. So we'll have lots of videos. I think I already have like 612 videos on here as well. Does anyone know if they make a 6-inch fiber cable? Got a fiber Keystone coupler? They probably do. I've seen it. Some people have. I don't know where I've seen it though. 6-inch LC to LC. It would have to be like fairly thick though. I forget who makes the patch cable. I have seen it though. I think who's another person I follow? Running Cables? I think they might have done it. And Running Cables is actually local to me. Running? Why is it not coming up? There we go. I thought they had a picture of. They do great work as well. Oh, maybe is this it here? Oh crap! It's a video. Oh no, those are green. Let's see. I thought they had a little LC to LC patch cable. I don't know if it was them or if it was somebody else. Oh, is this it? Yeah, like right there. If you could see that, that doesn't look like it's a super strong patch cable though, but they do have 6-inch ones for sure. I'd like one with more, more sturdy, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Yep. Yeah, so via the SAP plus WAN, yep, it could do that for sure. Yours is tomorrow. Wife's is on Monday. Wish we lived closer. Yeah, that would be where. Well, actually, I could talk to you where you live later. You don't need to say it on live stream. Oh, you say Connecticut. You've already said that. So, let's see how far Connecticut is from me. I wouldn't mind doing a road trip, eventually to the U.S. I'm not going to show this on stream. Let's see. Make sure I'm not showing it on stream. Let's see. So Connecticut it's only 8 hours away from me. That's actually not bad. That's not too bad. Something to think about. I would probably have to drive that in 2 days, but I mean, 8 hours isn't too bad. I'm extremely uninterested in the Cisco. A lot of people, I find it's very hard if you're trying to make a YouTube channel at least. I find it hard to do Cisco stuff and make a viewership. Unless you're like Network Chuck or Keith Barker, who have written books about Cisco. I don't know if Network Chuck's written a book about Cisco, but I know Keith has. They've made a good growing on YouTube. I don't think anybody are too interested in it because you're just looking at a command line, right? The small business line, though, that's more GUI based. Jay, thank you very much for the happy birthday. Appreciate it. Do you have a specific tool that you use to strip wires? I just use my side cutters or my snips. That's if YouTube exists in 30 years. I think it will. I don't know. If not, we'll move. So that's a good time for me to plug all my social media, right? So we're trying to grow on Instagram. We're at like almost 13,000 subscribers or followers there. That's my Instagram. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is Mac Telecom N. And then, actually, I do have a Facebook. Whatever, we won't put Facebook. And if you use TikTok, I know a lot of people don't. I'm at about almost at 50,000. I think we're 400 off 50,000, so it'd be cool to get to that 50,000 this weekend, and we might. I mean, depending on how much content I post up on there this weekend. Have you told us how much your new 3 gig connection? So it cost me $100 a month Canadian. That's how much. It's actually not that bad. General and CommScope. Yep, they're actually really good as well. Yeah, General Cable is good. The CLI stuff, okay. I mean, CLI stuff is, I don't mind doing it. When I first started learning Cisco, it was obviously like years ago, but it was, I think if you're getting into your CCNA, it's changed now because they do a lot of automation, but Cisco Packet Tracer labs are actually really good. It is nice to have your hands on, you know, physical equipment, but Packet Tracer, you could do your certification. It might be different now, but back then I could do my full certification with Cisco Packet Tracer. I did, however, have, you know, some old gear. I don't know if I have a post here. I had this really old network rack. It's probably on my Facebook. Let's take a look. Actually, I'll plug my Facebook as well. Whatever. I have like 800 people following me there. I'm just trying to build it up everywhere. I think a lot of people are. You now see Crosstalks actually on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. But I want to try to find my old lab. There's a Cisco lab. How the heck do I look at my profile? My pictures. Albums? Let's see. God, those are old pictures. 2010, my lord. I can't find it. Anyway, it was just this really crappy rack with a bunch of Cisco 2900 series routers, I think. And I had one of the Cisco routers that had a like a VoIP system in it. I forget what they call their Cisco voice. It was fun to learn. It was a lot more difficult to do and configure than Ubiquiti is, though. Where did you get those rack studs? So Rack Studs actually sent me those. They sent me a pack of their Let's take a look at Rack Studs, actually. Rack Studs are great. Rack Studs. You can buy them. I'll post my, oh no, I won't. I'm going to say my affiliate link, but I think they're out of New Zealand, maybe? But they have these Rack Studs. The ones that I showed off in the video were these. All right, so they got, you know, whatever. You could go on their website and they show, I think they only do off of Amazon. Looks like anyway. But these are the cool ones, these duos, which I'll do another like short video on. Instead of just inserting, you know, one at a time, because you need two to be able to hold up a switch. These ones just, it's one clip and then you put it in. It's meant for one RU devices, but it's so easy to do. I'll never work with cage nuts again. Ever. The True Cable wire snipper is the best wire snipper I have used. I don't usually use wire strippers too often. I want to see, yeah. I mentioned that in Chris's live stream yesterday that I got to see him dance on TikTok. I think he just posted one video here. I'll plug his TikTok. I really like TikTok. Some people don't. It's just funny when you go on TikTok. So you're gonna be watching people dance and do, you know, a bunch of funny stuff, and then you're gonna see like Crosstalk and myself doing networking stuff. There is a community of people in TikTok that are called like Tech Talk. So you do see other people talk about servers and things like that. The rack studs could do about 20 pounds, I think it said, but Lawrence Systems did a video on it a long time ago. Rack studs. Lawrence. I can't spell, but that should bring it up. He did it's got such low views. I'm surprised. Or I mean, considering how many views he gets now. But he actually put weights on the servers or whatever he was installing to see what it could handle, and it could handle quite a bit. I was surprised actually. Jeff, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, I was surprised how much they actually held before they snapped. I wouldn't want to put like a full server in there, but if you're putting only Ubiquiti devices, it will definitely hold those. So that's what I'm using. Like my whole network rack now is rack studs. Besides my RPS, because I still don't have things on it, ears on it yet. Whoops. So ask away questions. We'll go on for another 10 minutes, because that will be me going on for how many hours? An hour and a half. And then I'm gonna call it a day, I think, and read or do something, play some video games. I don't know. Make some dancing TikToks, which I will never actually do. This week you could watch out for. I'll probably end up doing a video on this. I don't know how many people will be interested, but the vertical cable tool. And we'll end up doing the video on the AI bullet. That will be for this week. If they do release some new firmware updates that are interesting, then we'll do that. They do have this security advisory, just to let everybody know. It's a vulnerability for UI desktop. So if you're using UI desktop, make sure you update that. UI Marcus says, actually UI Marcus is great. He has a Twitter. Actually, Tom called him out the other day. Marcus, this is his Twitter, but he works with Ubiquiti. I'll post his link there too. Great resource for anything security wise. But yeah, you'll want to make sure that you're updated in that for sure. I don't have UI desktop anymore right now, but I will probably do some more UI videos eventually. Okay, so UNVR Pro, probably not. No, nothing like that, because the UNVR Pro, like, it tells you the weights, right? NVR, oops, crap. NVR. That's probably too heavy. And they should actually, studs. I think they have a weight limit thing on their website. Let's take a look at. And there's a couple different ones, like these different colors hold something else. Oh, it's the whole in size. Okay, I get that. I don't know where the weight limit is here. I thought I read this morning that it was 20 pounds though.
Say goodbye to Cage now.
Oops. Lord, that was loud. Let's see. With, you know, we're gonna, regardless of what the UNVR Pro is, it's gonna be more than 20 pounds with the drive base filled, for sure. Any recommendations for a 42U or 48U enclosure deep enough for servers that won't break the bank? I'm not too sure. I'm not. We don't install a whole lot of freestanding racks. Chatsworth is good. Hammond is good. I don't know what they have. They're local to me. And they're actually a part of that tech community, Hammond Manufacturing. And I believe they do a lot in the US. I just don't know on cost either. Oh, those are rack mount solutions. Yeah, I'm not too sure. There's so many different vendors out there, especially if you want enclosed. So what was a heavy device that was on Rails that I installed? I probably would. Rails always, if your cabinet will allow it, Rails are definitely helpful, and you won't have that bend at the back like where it dips. This actually came with Rails, the Mission Critical. I was actually really surprised that it came with Rails. It was a bit of a pain to set up though, to be honest with you. What do you charge for typical rack setup? So we would charge something like an hourly rate. My rates are probably going to change a bit, but right now for consulting, and I have it on my website, for consulting, I charge $150 an hour Canadian. Usually for physical work, we'll do like about $100. That's probably going to go up. Same with this hourly rate eventually, because it is not crazy expensive, to be honest, but usually about $100 an hour, and time and material. That's what we would charge on something like that. I did a video based off of, you know, some cabling and how I price jobs. When it's a project-based thing, it's going to be completely different though. Let's see. Does Rackstuds have a standoff kit for devices that are little long for cabinet? I don't know. I don't think so. Firefold is a good vendor to order rack studs and vertical. Oh, cool. Let me check that out. They are Canadian or in the Canadian market. That may be good. Who else is there? Oh, Patchbox reach out to me. I don't know if people would, oops, that's not what I want to do. I don't know if people would want to see this, but Patchbox. I know Chris already did a video on it. I'm trying to gauge if people, what do I want here? Oh, whatever. I'm trying to gauge if people would be interested in seeing a video like this, with the Patchbox in my community, and then they were going to send me a second one to do a giveaway. For me, honestly, in my rack, I like minimalist design, so a Patchbox is probably something that I wouldn't use in my rack, but I would think like at the end of row data center racks, this would be a pretty good ideal solution for, you know, for that type of deployment. I think they are kind of expensive though. I think they're about $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. What time is it? Okay, 5 more minutes and then I am out of here for the day. But yeah, maybe I'll reach back out to them. I was supposed to schedule a meeting with them and I got kind of busy. But it'd be interesting to do. I'd have to change out my rack again to do a video on it. And I believe each one of these slots with the cable in it, I think they come individually packaged. So I'll have a ton of cardboard. Yeah. So the majority of my business is actually consulting and remoting into people's networks and configuring it for them. Yeah, I could definitely help you out with that if you'd want. No, I don't use Patchbox. Patchbox reached out to me to see if I wanted a Patchbox to do a video on. And then, so they were going to give me 2. One to put in my rack and then one to give away. I've actually seen those dev mount. That looks interesting too. I wouldn't use it though, again, because I'm in I do such small business. Those are cool though. Oh yeah. I've seen those before. Actually, those might be handy. You know who else does this too? I think Hammond Manufacturing has something like this. That would actually be handy. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of, or wait, maybe this is it. They have like this V thing that you put underneath the server to slide it in and out. This may be the same type thing. I remember working in the data center. It was just a huge pain. We always would install like Cisco Nexus 9000s and 5000s, but I wouldn't really have a second hand sometimes, so I'd have to hold it up myself, and those frickin' switches are very heavy. Albert, how's it going? Dev mount. Okay, maybe I'll see. So I'm going to reach back out to them. I'll see if they'll send me a dev mount. And we might as well do a video on Patchbox. Why not? And then I could do a giveaway. Right? And somebody could decide. I've seen them years ago and I reached out to them. This is when my YouTube channel was not, you know, at almost 50,000 subscribers. And I never heard back from them. But that's, you know, that's okay. That happens. So this is what I was thinking of, this setup.exe. So you put that in like a 1U rack and then, or 1U mount, and then you slide your server or whatever you're putting on and it holds it up. It's actually really, really smart. I think it's a great idea. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. Any advice with starting a new tech business? The hardest part is getting clients. And for me, being more introverted, like I'm not going into businesses and trying to sell my services. So YouTube for me has worked. I mean, YouTube is where I get pretty well 90% of my leads. For capital, when you're leaving by yourself, I would try to do it on the side while you're working full time with another company until you could make at least the same amount of money that you're making with that company. My situation was a little bit different. They were doing layoffs, so I got laid off, which is, I was going to be leaving my job anyway to just do this full time. I got laid off. I ended up getting my pension. I got, you know, what do they call it when you get laid off? I got a severance and a bunch of other things. So that really jump started my business because I had that extra money cushion if I wasn't getting customers. The hardest part is getting customers, which is, yeah, there's so many different ways you could go about it. I don't pay for marketing. You could do SEO if you wanted to. Will it work? Maybe. What am I going to eat? I don't know what I'm going to eat today. I have no idea. I have some cake left over from last night. I said to myself, starting at 35, I'm going to, start eating better, but that starts tomorrow. That's after my 35th, or I probably shouldn't have said my age, but anyway, I'm 35. So after today, I'll probably start just eating the chicken and broccoli, but we're not going out anywhere today. I don't want to go out for dinner or anything. We'll stay in. Probably order or cook or something, maybe eat pizza. I love pizza, so that may be a thing, or tacos or whatever. Something not overly good for me. But yeah, the business thing, that's I was always thinking about doing a business video. I guess the pricing video was kind of business wise in a way. I just don't think that many people would really want to see the business side of things, right? Like all I do, people ask me, to quote something. I send a quote out, they approve it, and then I send an invoice and we get the job done. Yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. It's 12:31 now. We went 1 minute past time. I've been going for an hour and a half. Thank you everybody for coming by. I'll probably end up doing a random live stream during the week. I don't know what day, but you will see 2 videos come out this week on my channel. Last week, I only did 1 full video and a few shorts. Well, if you need any website or infra, yeah, my website, I forget who made it for me, Technic, which I haven't seen him in this channel for quite a bit, but he's one of the YouTube subscribers. He made my website for me. I had it before and it was brutal. What I have right now works for me, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming by. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later. Take care.